Thanks for being here. I want to tell you about this breathing technique that's called Viloma Pranayama, Viloma breath, Viloma. So Vi means negation and Loma means breath. So what Viloma breath does for you, it's an interrupted inhalation and an interrupted exhalation, but a full breath. And the purpose is to expand your lung capacity and expand the amount of oxygen you take into your body. So it goes like this. For example, if you inhale on a count of 10, you would inhale a little sip of air through your nose and then pause for like a beat, and then inhale again, and then pause for a beat, and then inhale again, pause for a beat, inhale again, and pause for a beat. So your 10 counts would expand to a count of like 15. And then you do the same as your exhalation. So do a pattern. You can do your own pattern. What I've been doing is inhale and then pause, or inhale for 3 beats, pause, inhale for 3 beats, pause, inhale for 2 beats, pause, inhale for 2 beats, pause. And that gives you your 10 beats, not necessarily 10 seconds, 10 beats. You can make the beats as long as you want, but then it makes it a 15 beat breath, all right? So we'll think about doing that, but first let's just have breath awareness. So close your eyes and just think about just your normal chest breathing to start with. And feel your lungs rise and fall with your breath. And then once you have control of your chest breathing, gradually increase the depth and length of your inhalation so that you feel your rib cage expand and then you feel your belly expand as you inhale. All this is done in and out of your nose. And then practice without your pausing, without the Viloma breath, just practice counting the beats of your inhalation and your exhalation and just see what you comfortably get in a count. And then whatever that number is that you're getting on a comfortable count of inhale and exhale, go ahead and add 3 or 4 pauses during your inhalation and during your exhalation. And just pause for just a beat. And then don't forget to pause on your way out, the way down also, the exhalation. And it takes a little bit of practice to add those pauses in there, but you will feel how your lungs just expand that much more. Okay, do about 2 more rounds at your own pace. Just take your time and then bring your breathing back to your chest breathing. Hey, everybody can wake up now. We're going to wake you up anyway. Okay, let's please take a deep breath in together and we'll in. Om Balu Satguru Bhagavan Ki. The divine is the inner teacher. So we will begin today from a standing position, please. So try to make your way to standing with as little effort, or no, as much effort, but as little assistance as possible. Our word of the day is proprioception. Proprioception. So proprioception is your sixth sense. It means that you are aware of what your body's doing, even though you can't see it. So it's pretty much in everything you do, you are exercising your proprioception. So for example, stand tall in Tadasana, get the feet, feel your feet underneath of you with your eyes closed, and you just know where your feet are, you know where your hands are, you know where your shoulders are. And then take a deep breath in, exhale slowly. And then take your right index finger and put it on your nose. Take a deep breath. Exhale, and then remove your finger and go back to Tadasana. That is a good example of proprioception. You knew how to touch your nose without even knowing where your hand is or where your body is. So we'll play more with that as during our practice today. So coming back into Tadasana, mountain pose, shoulders down, chest open. Let's do a big shoulder shrug. Bring your shoulders up to the ears and then back and then down, and then keep the chest nice and open. Make sure your feet are steady underneath of your hips. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up. Exhale, crescent right. Bring your left shoulder back. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Separate your hands. Inhale. Exhale, come into your chair pose. Your tailbone is pointing down here. And staying in your chair pose, open your arms in a T. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hug your shoulders with your right arm on top of your left arm. And then bring your shoulders up, your elbows up to shoulder height, and then bring your forearms toward each other. They don't have to touch, but if you can go into equal arms, or else just come as close together as you can. Tuck your chin now, tuck your tailbone, and bring your elbows down towards your belly. And then slowly unwind. Unravel your arms and then stand up with your arms in a Y. Inhale. Exhale, lean backwards. Inhale, bring your arms back up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms in a T. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Palms up, hands up, palms together. And then shift your weight onto your left foot. Bring your right foot onto your calf or ankle or inner thigh in a brief tree pose here. And then bring the foot down. Inhale, bring your arms in a T. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up. Exhale, crescent to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair pose. Tuck the tailbone down, get the arch out of your low back. Inhale, open arms in a T. Exhale, hug yourself, left arm on top of right arm this time. Bring your elbows up, forearms toward each other or together. And then tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, and squeeze your belly in as you bring your elbows to your belly. And then very slowly come back up, right. Unravel your arms and stand, arms in a Y. Inhale. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, arms back up, reach up. Exhale, arms in a T. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up with your fingertips. Exhale, put weight on the right foot. Bring your left foot to your ankle or calf for just a brief tree. Okay, inhale as you put your foot down, arms in a T. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Repeat. Inhale, up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up. Exhale, crescent right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, open arms in a T. Exhale, hug with your right arm on top. Eagle arms. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, suck your belly in as you dip your elbows to your belly. Inhale, come back upright, unravel your arms, stand up with your arms in a Y. Inhale, lean backwards, exhale. Inhale, back upright. Exhale, arms in a T. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, come back to center, palms together. Shift the weight to the left foot, lift the right foot onto your calf or ankle for a brief tree. Vrikshasana. Inhale, exhale, bring your arms in a T, foot comes down, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up. Exhale, crescent left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair pose. Tailbone down. Inhale, open arms. Exhale, hug yourself with the left arm on top of right. Forearms together. Tuck your belly in, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Elbows come to your belly. It's like a standing sit-up. And then inhale as you unravel. Arms come to a Y. Lean back, inhale. Exhale, back up to center. Inhale, arms in a T. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Palms together as you exhale. Put weight into the right foot and come into a tree on with the left side. Inhale as you push up. Put your foot down. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And then Tadasana. I have a fun exercise of proprioception, balancing exercise. We're going to draw the alphabet with our foot, okay? And we're going to go from A to M on one foot and then N to Z on the other. So pick whatever foot you want to start with. You can do whatever you want with your hands to balance. I usually bring mine like this, but do whatever makes you comfortable. Hands on hips, hands in namaste. And then lift whatever foot you're going to draw with. And you're not going to look at your foot. You're going to focus on a spot in front of you for your balance. And then we're going to do the alphabet. Draw an A. You can do cursive, lowercase, uppercase, anything you want. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, don't forget the dot, J, don't forget the dot, K, L, and then M, and then down, and release. That's your proprioception. Shift weight to the opposite foot, find your focal point, do whatever you want with your hands, and we'll go from N to Z. Ready? N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and a Z. And then down. Good job. All right. If you use padding for your knees, have your padding handy, and also have your blocks handy at the top of your mat. then come up to Tadasana at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, come into your chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, put your hands on your thighs, straighten your legs, flatten your spine. Body's in an L shape. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, hands come down to mat or blocks. Inhale here. Exhale, step your right foot back to a high lunge. So in your high lunge, make sure that your alignment is correct, that your calf is vertical and your hands are on blocks or the mat on either side of the foot. Not front of the foot, not behind the foot, but right beside the foot. Lift your right quadricep by tightening the muscle. Put weight into the right hand, twist open to the left. Inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Step your left foot back to a full plank. And then your knees can come down or stay up and shift your weight forward into an upward facing dog. Chest is open, shoulders down. And then knees can come down, tuck your toes and come into your downward facing dog. And you could just wait there, buddy, because we're going to come right back down in a minute. Inhale, right leg up behind. Exhale, swing it up between your hands. For anybody who wants to wait on the mat, we're coming right back down. Inhale. Exhale, step up. And then slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Arms in mudra. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, hands on thighs, straighten the legs, flatten your back, push your shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, hands come down to blocks or mat. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back to high lunge. Make sure that your right calf is perpendicular to the mat. Put weight into the left arm and twist open to the right. Lift your right quadriceps to tighten that muscle. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale. Exhale, step back to full plank with or without blocks. Inhale. Exhale, upward facing dog with your knees down or up. Shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up behind. This is the trickiest part, getting it up between the hands. Good. Inhale. Exhale, step up. And then very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms to the T. Onto the mudra. And then Tadasana. Mountain pose. Reset. Okay, so we're going to do another sun salutation. Take your time getting up and down, or just stay up or stay down, because you know we'll be back. We'll be back. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, float all the way down. Inhale here. Exhale, step your right foot back. And then bring your right knee down. Here's where you might want to use padding. If you typically use padding. And then get light in your fingertips. Inhale, bring your arms up to Anjali Asana. Inhale, open your arms in a T. Exhale, twist to the left. Take your right hand on the outside of the left leg and reach behind you as much as you can. And then very slowly swing your arms back forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Lift your right knee and step back to full plank. Inhale. Exhale, upward facing dog. Knees down or up. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, tuck your toes. Inhale, right leg up behind. Exhale, swing it up between your hands or blocks. Inhale, exhale, step up. And then slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms to the T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, bend knees, come all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back. Left knee comes down, patting it accordingly. Get light in your fingertips and then bring your arms up to Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. Inhale, open and T. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand comes on the right leg. Right arm reaches behind. So right now, this is proprioception with your right arm reaching behind. You're not really seeing it, but you know it's there. Inhale, bring your arms back forward. Exhale, hands come down. Lift your left knee, step back to plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up behind. Exhale, swing it up between your blocks or hands. Inhale, exhale, step up. And then very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And then come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Reset. Reset the mind, reset the brain, reset your spine. And go for a moment into your happy place and relax, active relaxation. So we're going to step long ways on our mat. So step your right foot back and line up your feet as if they were on a balance beam. Okay, so your left toes are pointed forward. Pick up your right heel so it scooches back a little bit so that it's at an ankle. So your back foot is at an angle. So your back toes are slightly slanted forward. Front toes are pointed forward. Good. Okay. And then bend the front knee. So right now, look at where your front knee is. Make sure it's either above the ankle or behind the ankle. Don't go forward of your ankle. If you're forward of your ankle, you need to widen your stance so that you stay either above or behind an ankle. And then you're on a balance beam here. Your chest is facing the long edge of your mat. Bring your arms to a T, palms facing down, and then turn your head to look over your front fingers, warrior two. So push your tailbone down, push weight in both feet. Now, especially pay attention to your back foot. That's the one that tends to lift. Mentally roll out your left thigh outwards so that your knee stays stable. And now think about where your back hand is. You can't see it, but just know that you're going to bring it parallel to the ground. If anything, it's sagging down. So just think about bringing it parallel to the ground. Bring your shoulders down your back, belly in, and then breathe a couple of breaths here. Warrior two. Okay, straighten the front leg. Pivot both toes to the long side of your mat. Come from your hip crease and then bring your hands down. You can bend your knees here. Bring your hands down to the mat or grab one of your blocks and put your hands on the block here. So your feet are parallel to each other, wide on the mat. Your spine is long. Take your right hand and put it in front of your face. Your left arm will swing out and up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, that arm comes down. Place that hand in front of your face as you lift your right arm out to the side and up to the ceiling. And that arm comes down. Bend your knees as you slowly come up. And then sort of scoot your feet together. And then come back to Tadasana for a break here. Okay, so now we're going to take the left foot and step it back onto our balance beam. So you've got a nice line in the middle of your mat. Line up your front heel to your back arch. Your front knee gets bent, and pay attention to where that knee is. Pick up the back heel and scoot it back a little bit so your foot is at a slight slant pointing forward. So your back toes are coming forward slightly. More. Yeah, more. Yeah, good. Okay. Pay attention to the front thigh. Roll the thigh out so that the knee stabilizes. Chest is facing the long edge of your mat. Your arms are up parallel, and you turn your head to look forward. And then breathe. Now think about equal weight, both feet. Think about rolling your right thigh out to really put muscles to stabilize that knee. Tailbone down, your neck is soft, shoulders down from your ears. And what is your back arm doing? Your proprioception tells you it's going to be parallel to the mat. Even though you can't see it, you just know it's there. One more breath in. As you exhale, straighten the front foot, pivot both feet to the wrong side of your mat, come from your hips with a nice forward fold, hands come down to the mat or a block. So your feet are now parallel to each other, toes are pointing forward toward the long edge of your mat. And we're going to now bend, take your right foot and pivot it outward and bend the right knee. And walk your hands to the right and just plant them on the inside of the right foot. You can use a block here or just put your hands on the mat. So this is half of a squat. So your hands are to the inside of your right leg. Your right knee is someplace near your right shoulder. Right knee's bent, left leg is straight. Good. And then walk the hands back to center, pivot both toes forward. And then pivot your left foot out about 30, 40, 45 degrees. Bend the knee and walk the hands to the left and park the hands right inside of the left leg. And then side squat here. Your hands can be on a block or mat here. And then walk hands back to center as you straighten both feet. Pivot both feet forward. And then bend the knees, slowly come up. And then step together and come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. And reset. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, come all the way down. Hands can be on blocks or the mat because we're going to step back to downward facing dog with or without blocks. Pause here for just a couple of breaths. Now take your fingers and really spread them wide. Put weight in all 10 fingers. Push your forearms toward each other as you roll your shoulders out. Good. And then bring your knees down. And sit back towards your heels into child pose for a brief respite. Please rest your head on something, either a block, mat, blanket, or even you can fold your hands and put them underneath your head if you like. Please push up and come onto your bellies. And start with your forearms parallel to each other. Line up your elbows underneath your shoulders. Pull the sticky mat towards you so you're pushing your chest forward between your upper arms. Think about your head coming like a turtle out of its shell. Nice long neck. Keep your head in line with your spine. Push down into your thighs and the tops of your feet if you can. Roll your thighs inward so that you feel a little opening in your lower back. Inward meaning towards each other, toward the midline. This is your Sphinx pose. It's a mild back bend. Breathe. Really push your shoulders back now and feel how your shoulder blades might be coming toward each other on your back. Bring your chest down so that you can slide your hands beside your chest underneath your shoulders. And really tuck your elbows by your side as if you're going to hug your rib cage. And keep your elbows there, tight, tight, tight by the side, by your rib cage. Push down into your pelvis and your thigh and your tops of your feet. And then push into your hands as you come up into a low cobra. So keep your shoulders down here. Think about pulling the points of your shoulder blades together on your back. Your neck is long. Breathe. And then good. Come on all the way down. And then push into your hands, come to table. From the table, take a deep breath. Exhale, bring your bottom towards your heels. Inhale, come back to your table. And then exhale, keep moving your chest forward so that you come into your upward facing dog. Your knees can stay down here or you can lift your knees. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knees down if they are up, and then sit all the way back towards your heels. Inhale, back to table. Exhale, put weight into your left hand and twist open to the right. Inhale, exhale, that hand comes down. Inhale, exhale, twist your left arm out to the side and up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, that hand comes down. And now you're going to just sit back towards your heels so that you can come onto your backs with your head facing toward me. And it's not time for Shavasana yet. We got a little bit more work to do. So with bent knees and your arms by your sides, take your right leg and cross it over your left leg as if you are sitting in a chair. As if you're sitting in a chair. So move the knee over the knee. Knee comes over the knee. Knee comes over the knee, Lucy. Knee comes over the knee, as if you're sitting in a chair. Sitting in a chair. Yeah, there you go. Now, if you want to, pick up your feet and wrap your back foot, your top foot behind your ankle, if it'll do it. If not, you can just keep your legs crossed. So these are your eagle legs, all right? So now you're going to hug yourself shoulder to shoulder with your right arm underneath your left arm. And we're going to do some eagle crunches. So if you want to put your forearms toward each other into your eagle arms, you can, or you can keep your hands down or bring your arms as far together as your forearms together as much as you can. If you have your arms together, make sure that the forearms are parallel to the ceiling. So starting out, you're going to have a little space in your lower back, right? This is your relaxing point. We're going to push down into our back, lift our knees up, tuck our chin, lift our head, and bring your elbows to your knees. Keep pushing your low back into the mat. And then very slowly come back down. And then when you get down, just release your back for a moment and pause. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Repeat. Push your back into the mat. Lift your knees. Tuck your chin. Bring your elbows towards your knees. And then slowly unravel, unroll. And then when you hit down with your feet and your head, release your back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Push the back down. Engage the belly. Bring the knees up. Elbows to the knees. And then very slowly roll back down. Unwind your arms. Unwind your legs. And straighten your legs for a moment in mini Shavasana. Because you know we're going to do the next side. So now bend the knees, left leg crosses over like you're sitting in a chair. If you want to hook your left foot behind your right ankle, go ahead and do that. And then bring your feet back to the mat. And then we're going to hug our shoulders with our right arm on top of our left. Stack your elbows and either keep your elbows there or hands there or put your forearms toward each other into eagle arms. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, push your back into the mat, tuck your chin, lift your head and shoulders, bring your elbows toward your knees, and then slowly come back down. Once your feet touch down, release your back for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, push the back down, lift your knees, tuck your chin, elbows come to your knees. Slowly come down, unroll, and then when your feet touch down, release your back for a moment. And once more, inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin, lift the head, lift the feet, elbows go to the knees, and then slowly come back down. And then unwind everything, arms, legs, straighten your legs on the mat, come into a mini Shavasana. Okay, please bend your knees again. And place them hip width distance apart, about 1.5 hand lengths from your bottom. So feet flat on the mat, thighs are parallel to each other, your feet are about 1.5 lengths from your bottom. And then bring your elbows, tuck your elbows by your sides and bend your elbows so that your fingers are pointed up to the ceiling, palms facing each other. So I call this robot arms. So we're going to be coming into a bridge here. Push into your feet. Keep your knees from splaying outwards and lift your spine. Push into your upper arms. Lift your spine. Roll your chest up toward your chin. Make sure you don't allow your knees to fall outward. And then see if you can get all the weight onto the tops of your shoulders here. And then pause here for a breath or two. Keep your head steady. Don't move the head. Keep your arms in robot arms, palms facing each other. And then take a deep breath. And then slowly roll the spine back down. And then when your bottom hits down, take your hands onto the tops of your thighs and push your thighs away and push your lower back into the mat. Just for a little bit of a release here. And then come back to your robot arms. So your elbows are tucked by your sides, palms facing each other, fingers to the ceiling. Really plant your feet. They're about a hand length or 1.5 hand length from your bottom. Keep your thighs parallel to each other. And then push into your feet, lift your bottom, roll your spine upward, bring your chest towards your chin. Maybe tuck your shoulder blades down a little bit more underneath of you, all the weights on the top of your shoulders. This is an option for you if you want to. Now take your hands and clasp them underneath of your body and push your little pinkies into the mat. And then if you have done that, release your hands, bring them back to robot, and then slowly unroll your spine back down. And then as your hips hit down, tuck your hands to the tops of your thighs, push your thighs away, push your low back into the mat for a release. And then we'll come back up one more time. Plant your feet, make sure your thighs stay parallel to each other, elbows tucked by your sides, robot arms, fingers pointing up, lift your spine, lift your hips, roll the spine up to the tops of your shoulders. Bring your chest towards your chin. And once again, you have the option now if you want to clasp your hands underneath of your body and push the little pinkies into the mat as you continue to push your chest up. Good. And then very slowly, if you've done that, unclasp, back to robot arms, and slowly roll down your spine, one vertebra at a time. And then take your hands to the tops of your thighs and push your legs legs away as you push your back into the mat for a release. We're going to do a supported fish pose, which looks like this. If you want to look at me for just a moment, you take 2 blocks. And you're going to have to fool around with where these blocks are. This is supposed to be a relaxing pose. This one block you're going to lie on, which is going to be right underneath your shoulder blades. And then the other block is going to go underneath your head at whatever level is comfortable to you. You can bend your knees here or not, and just bring your arms by your sides. What this is doing is opening up your chest and just let your shoulders fall down toward the mat. Gravity now is helping your shoulders open. And if the block is pinching you, just move it around till you find the right spot. It really needs to be right below the shoulder blades. So right below your bra line. And then relax. Now, if for some reason this does not work for you, you can, instead of lying on a block, you can roll up your blanket and put that underneath your shoulder blades instead. And you want the block underneath your head to be as low as comfortable for you, because you want your throat to be open here. So if you can put your block on the low height, do that, and just open the throat. This is a counter pose to the bridge. Again, knees can stay bent, or if you feel comfortable straightening your legs, straighten your legs. This is opening up with the bridge just closed, the whole endocrine system in your throat area. And just take a couple of deep breaths as you relax here. Okay, please now push into your elbows so that you can prop your body up. Remove your blocks. Come back down onto your back. And lift your hips. Take a block and place it underneath of your sacrum, your low back. And then stay here in this supported bridge, or allow your feet to float up in the air into a waterfall pose. And then whatever you choose to do with your legs here, either up or down, just start focusing on your breath and slowing down your breathing. Feel your chest rise and fall. And if it feels good to you to play around with what your legs are doing, you can spread them open in scissors if you like, and then close. You can put one leg over toward your head and the other, like a scissor kick, whatever feels good to you here. All right, please slowly lower your legs. Lift your hips, remove the block. And now walk your feet together and bring your knees out to each side and bring the soles of your feet touching each other. And allow gravity to gently open your groin area. Let your arms just relax by your sides or in a T. And just enjoy this stretch for a few breaths. Okay, please bring your knees back together and cross your right leg over your left leg, again, like we did earlier, like you're sitting in a chair. And if you want to tuck your right ankle, foot behind your left ankle, go ahead and do that. So you're back to your eagle legs, and then bring your feet back to the mat. Bring your arms in a T, your palms facing up. And then you're going to let your eagle legs fall to your left. And then keep your chest open and then look to your right. Head comes back to center, knees come back to center, uncross your legs, and then cross the left leg over the right as if you're sitting in a chair, and you can either just keep it like that or wrap the foot behind the ankle. And this time your crossed legs are going to fall to the right as you turn your head to look to the left. Head comes back to center, knees come back to center, unravel your legs, and then straighten your legs long on the mat. Bring your arms over your head, palms facing up, and if you can touch the backs of your hands down on the floor above your head, do that, and take a full body stretch. So stretch your feet in one direction, your hands in the opposite direction. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, bend your right knee, bring it into your chest, and then take your hands and clasp your fingers around your shin, your right shin. Pull that knee into your chest as tight as you can. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, lift your head and your shoulders, tuck your chin, and bring your forehead towards your knee. And then very slowly roll your spine back down. And slowly release your leg long on the mat. And then inhale your arms back overhead, palms facing up, touch down above your head if you can. Full body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee into your chest. Take your hands, clasp your fingers around your left shin. Hug that into your chest as tightly as you can. And then take a deep breath. Exhale as you lift your head, shoulders, tuck your chin, bring your forehead toward your knee. And then very slowly release your spine back down. Release your foot, your leg. Lengthen both legs on your mat, arms back overhead, palms facing up. Inhale. Exhale, both knees bend in toward your chest. Clasp your fingers around both shins. Hug both knees into your chest. Roll around on your spine here a little bit. Loosen up the tension. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your head, shoulders, tuck your chin, bring your forehead toward your knees. Very slowly unroll your spine back down. Keep your knees hugged to your chest for another moment. Roll around on your spine again. And then release both legs back to the mat. Extend your legs long and prepare your body for Shavasana. Taking your time to get comfortable. A nice little trick to help your back is to roll up your blanket or take your bolster and put it underneath of your knees. And now once you're comfortable, start focusing on your breath. Slow down your breathing. We're going to take a journey of our 6 senses, starting with our sight. Envision in your brain a white sandy beach, a clear blue sky, and ocean waves coming towards you. Now we'll open our ears and start listening to those waves crashing on the shore. One and another and another. Hear the seagulls squawk above your head. Take a deep breath in and smell the salt water, the ocean air, maybe some seaweed. And now bite into a potato chip and taste the salt. Reach down with your hand and feel the soft white sand. Pick some up in your palm and let the sand just fall through your fingers. And now your 6th sense. Allow your body to feel like it's floating on a cloud. Relaxing your mind. Pretend you're peering down from above, watching your body float on a cloud. Enjoy a few moments of inner bliss. Please bring your awareness back to your breathing and slowly deepen your breathing as you make gentle movements to wake up your body. And then please bend your knees and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And now, please, very slowly, keeping a quiet mind, push up to seated facing me. And then please join me for the closing chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai.